Hi, hello everybody. We're going to talk about Python and Sqlite. And so let's go. Let's go and check out what is Sqlite. Here you can see some code, but let's start from scratch and let's import Sqlite as Lite. Okay, Sqlite is a database, Sqlite3, that you can use with Python with this module, Sqlite3, and let's save it. So let's call it sq3.py. And what we're gonna do is to create a database. First of all, to create it, you gotta use a variable here that is gonna connect the database, and we are going to do Lite, the module, dot connect, the method to create a database, or to open one if it already exists. So let's call this my database, and then you have to end it with .db. So at the end you wanna close it. Let's start it. That's it. We created it, and if we gonna here import OS, and you're gonna os dot list there. Check out that here we got database db. It's not this one, it's this one, my database db. So another thing that you want to do is to create this core variable here that will be the con.cursor, and this is needed to start going and creating tables and records and retrieving data and so on. And so once you created this core variable with con.cursor method, and you're gonna execute some code. For example, you're gonna create a table and core.execute. Okay, here we're gonna put your into this, let's say, triple apostrophes, so that you can easily insert your data. You're gonna create a table, and to create a table with the structure of your data, you're gonna just create table. Let's give it a name, books, right? And then you have to write the structure of the table, and we mean the type of data that will go inside this table. Okay, and we will have a name, and will be text. Then we put a comma, and then we will let's say the price of the book, or maybe the author. That will be a text, and the price, that will be a real number. And that is pretty all you need to do to create a table. So let's go and check if this works. Perhaps let's see if everything is right. Now we should have inside here our my database with 8 kilobyte. Means that you have something in it, otherwise it would have been 0 kilobyte. So we have created a table, and if you want to check into this database, you can use DB browser. It's a SQLite browser for your database made with Sqlite that you can download for free, DB browser, and check it on internet. Let's open the database, go into where you saved it. I got it into Sqlite3 something, and that's it, my database. Let's check it, and you see that I get author, name, author, and price, text, and a real number. If you go into the data here, and this is the structure of the database that we created with the table, and we have no data. So let's hide it go back here and let's create the data. Now, first of all, we want to comment this because we created it yet, and now we are gonna do another core execute statement here to create our data, and we will use insert uh, insert into. Okay, where I want to insert it into book. That's how I call my database. Insert into book values. We are going to insert values. Sounds pretty right. And what I want to insert is, for example, a book about Python. Learn Python. Okay, and it will have a price. Okay, we're gonna put a comma to separate it, and we'll have a price of 100. Okay, then we're gonna core.commit to save the changes in the database, right? And so let's go. Let's see if we don't have any error. Table book has 3 columns, but 2 values were supplied. Okay, we got to put also the other, and let's say that is Python programming.altervista.org, and let's go. Okay, I made another mistake because I must use here single quote, single apostrophes here. Oh yeah, here I got to write con, not core, and let's see if I did not, it's locked, because probably because of the mistake that I made before, the database did not close correctly. So let's create a number 2 database here, and let's create back the table and this thing here, and let's check out why this okay, let me run it. Okay, now let's go. Okay, perhaps it is because I got it open into this one. Okay, with this program I should have closed it. Let's open this one. We got name, author, and price, and we got, here it is, my first book, right? Now let's close it so that we don't have an error again. Let's comment this. Let's double this and comment this, and let's create another book here. I wanna see Python and Sqlite, always by Python programming, and this is $20. Let's run it. Okay, I think it's that everything's gone right. Let's see if we have this. Let's open the database, go back where we have it, database number 2. I think it's number 2, yes. We got the structure here of the database. It's always the same, and here we have two records, two books written by the same author with a different price and different name, of course. So you see that we have written our code here. Now let's hide this. Now what we wanted to do is to uh, to retrieve the data. So we are going to core dot fetch all. Let's use this function and see what happens. Nothing. So let's see if we do another core dot execute. Let's execute some other uh, um, SQL code commands. So select everything from book, and let's see now if okay, here are our data are the first book, the second one, and let's see if we use another fetch one instead. Fetch one gives me just the first book. Let's see if we do this twice. We get the first and the second. So this fetch one iterate for inside of the book. Yeah. So we could use, for example, we could make the list of books equal core.fetch all. Yeah, for example, for book and books print book, and yeah, I think it worked. It's too fast, I can even see. Let me delete. Let's see if it works this way. Okay, we iterated from inside the list of books that we memorize it into with the core.fetch all. Or we could have done for book in core.fetch all. Okay, without this, I think we got the same thing. Yes, and what else we can do? Okay, let's see if we can take one particular book. So we're gonna select everything from book. Okay, from everything where let's check a column like name, when name is equal question mark, and then here I'm gonna make learn Python. And then print core fetch 1. Okay, if we fetch all, it will just give me only the one that calls learn Python. If I change the name here and I do Python and SQL Sqlite. You see, I find Python and Sqlite. Let me see if I write just Python. It won't give me nothing because there is no book there is called Python. So okay, so I think it's all for now for this first look to the how do Sqlite3 works. We have seen in other posts how to use it with Tkinter. Now we wanna start back from scratch, knowing a little better how to interact with Sqlite with Python through the Sqlite3 module. And so this is the start, and we will see some other stuff in the future posts. Thank you.